Every single time you click a link, every time you load a page, there's this secret conversation happening in the background. Today, we're going to decode that language, HTTP status codes. And understanding these simple 3-digit numbers, it's not just about curiosity. It'll give you a huge edge in understanding how the web really works. So let's start with the one code we've all seen, that dreaded 404 page. It feels like this frustrating dead end, right? But it's so much more than just a broken link. It's a very specific message from a server telling your browser, hey, I looked everywhere and what you're asking for, it just isn't here. And that simple message, well, that's the beginning of a much bigger conversation.
But here's the thing. That 1404 error is just the tip of the iceberg. Turns out there are actually 63 different status codes that servers and browsers are constantly using to talk to each other. It's a whole structured language that keeps the entire internet running.
So let's pull back the curtain on this secret language, shall we? We're going to explore that fundamental back-and-forth conversation that happens with every single link you click and every page you load. At its core, an HTTP status code is actually super simple. Think of it like this. Your browser makes a request, kind of like sending a text that says, hey, can I see this web page? And the server shoots back a 3-digit code as a quick reply. It's like an instant message that says, got it, hang on a second, or, sorry, something's wrong here.
Now, this is where it gets really brilliant. All these codes are organized into 5 families, and you can instantly tell what's going on just by looking at the first digit. The 100s are just informational, like a message received receipt. 200s, that means success, everything's great. 300s are for redirection. 400s mean the error is on your end, the client side. And 500s, that means the server messed up.
Okay, now let's decode some of the most common messages from these families. We're going to focus on the big ones, the codes you're actually likely to run into, and the ones that have the biggest impact.
First up, the hero of the story, 200 OK. This is from that 200 series, the success family. And when you get a 200, it means everything worked absolutely perfectly. Your browser asked for the page, and the server delivered it, no problem. This is the goal. This is what you always want to see.
Next up, in the 300 family, we've got redirects. Now, a 301 is a permanent move. It's like telling search engines, hey, this page is moved forever. Update your address book and pass all of its authority, its ranking power to this new URL. A 302, though, is temporary. It says, this page is just gone for a little while. Don't change your records, just come back and check later. And the difference is absolutely crucial. Using a 302 for a permanent move can cost you years of search engine trust.
And now we get to the blame game of web errors. Codes in the 400 family, they mean the client, that's you or your browser, messed up. Maybe there was a typo in the URL. But codes in the 500 family mean the server messed up. Your request was perfect, but the server just couldn't handle it. It's the essential difference between my fault and their fault.
And just for fun, the 400 family has one of the best Easter eggs on the entire internet. Code 418 literally means I'm a teapot. Seriously, it was created as an April Fool's joke way back in 1998, and it's this hilarious, nerdy reminder that the people who build the web have a great sense of humor.
So why does any of this matter beyond just being kind of cool? Well, if you have a website, the answer is huge. Search engine optimization, or SEO. Because these codes, they are direct instructions for Google. Check this out. These codes are direct commands to search engines. A 200 code says, hey, everything's good, crawl away. A 301 says, pass the authority to this new page. A 404 is a dead end that just loses its ranking power. But a 410, that's even more serious. It says, this page is gone forever, remove it from your index immediately. And a 503 politely tells Google, we're having some temporary issues, please come back later, which can actually save your rankings during server maintenance.
So the crucial point is this. Knowing this language isn't just some technical skill, it's a strategic one. By using the correct status codes, you are giving clear, direct commands to search engines about how to handle your content. And that directly impacts how visible your website is to the rest of the world.
Okay, let's bring this all together. Now that you understand the language of the web, it's time to think about the conversation your own website might be having.
Just remember, it all comes down to this simple, constant loop. 1, your browser makes a request. 2, the server instantly replies with a 3-digit code. And 3, that one single code dictates what everyone, your browser, search engines, and your visitors does next. It's that simple and that powerful.
So we'll leave you with this question.
These codes aren't just passive errors or little confirmations. They are active messages being sent out into the world about the health and status of your website. So, now that you know the language, what is your website saying?